Today we're going to be talking about the upcoming disaster film Greenland, so let's get started. A family fights for survival as a planet-killing comet races to Earth. Just a quick thanks for stopping by my channel. If you guys love to watch movies like I do, you guys are in the right spot. Make sure to hit the subscribe button down below and click that bell notification for more up-and-coming videos. Greenland stars Gerard Butler in an upcoming disaster flick. This movie recently just had its release date delayed again due to the coronavirus, but thanks to GoFobo, I had an online virtual screening for this film. The first one I've ever had, a virtual online screening. It was a fun time, and I really did enjoy Greenland. It's not The Day After Tomorrow, 2012, Independence Day, a really big, massive disaster movie. It's a disaster movie that's on a much smaller scale that still has a lot of things at stake within the movie, but the story feels a lot smaller than your average big blockbuster disaster flick. What I appreciated about Greenland is that approach to make it a much smaller and more personal film. What I found absolutely terrifying about this movie is the sense of dread, and the time is coming to where the world may end, and everybody is trying to prepare for this end of the world comet that is going to hit Earth. So everybody is frantic. Everybody is trying to get on a plane so they could get to safety, and there's only a select few people that are chosen. Everybody's running around trying to fight for survival, while also in the back of their mind thinking, the world is going to end very soon. What you don't see a lot in disaster movies is being prepared for that and trying to get from one location to the other. A lot of these big disaster movies fill the scenes with a lot of disaster moments, and you do get that in Greenland, but I really liked the smaller approach and having the characters prepare for it. A lot of realistic moments that you would get from citizens around the globe fighting for survival. As the clock was ticking down to where this comet was going to hit Earth, the sense of dread and urgency was flowing throughout the movie. And it's not big on action scenes. There are plenty of disaster moments, but when you compare it to like 2012, Independence Day, The Day After Tomorrow, those moments are really big, and they fill the whole movie with a lot of those big disaster moments. And you do get some of that within Greenland, but a lot of the movie does focus on this family dynamic, which is led by Gerard Butler and Marina Baccarin, if that's how you pronounce her name. There's a lot of things going on in their relationship, so they also have to deal with that while they are trying to protect their son and survive this event going on as well. So the personal touch to it to make it a lot smaller and, more realistic, and having them prepare and really showing the ins and outs of that and what a family would go through to prepare for it, I thought was a different approach rather than just your big disaster movie that's going to have comets and fires and explosions and a lot of things happening. When we do get to those moments, the scale of it is really massive. You could really feel the impact and what would happen if these comets just started hitting Earth all over the place. You see some news footage, and it does seem really big, and that provides that sense of urgency throughout the movie as the family is racing against time to get to Greenland so they could be safe. This is an average role for Gerard Butler. He's been in a movie like this before, but I do think that he did a good job playing the father figure and having a lot of moments of terror and the unknown of this comet. I did think worked for the character, and Gerard Butler was pretty good in the role. It is a disaster movie that moved away from the cliches and just felt a little more personal. Like I said, it's realistic. There's even a moment where the grandpa puts a car seat into a truck for the young boy. In the disaster movies, who stops to do that? Like, it's not going to really happen. You're not thinking about those certain scenes. But there are a lot of realistic moments that what a family would do in order to prepare for that. And that was just a nice little touch. Overall, Greenland was a much smaller disaster movie compared to the big action-packed ones we get. But I really didn't mind that. I thought it was a nice, slower film filled with a lot of great action scenes, but the quickness to it, the sense of urgency, and the unknown and the sheer terror that we are just getting closer and closer to an event that could destroy the world was absolutely terrifying to me. Sometimes I just randomly think about something like that and it scares me. So Greenland did a good job of bringing that to the screen. I'm gonna go ahead and give Greenland a B-. Thank you guys for checking my review for Greenland. I hope that it gets to theaters very soon and you guys get a chance to see it. Stay tuned for more up and coming content. My name is Just Watches Movies, and you guys stay classy, YouTube.